There's so many questions that are unanswered.
It's a question most New Jerseyans have these days.
We need the date. Like we need a sense of when it will be, and then we can manage through it.
Mark Armando is the owner of 3 child care centers in North Jersey that have been closed since mid-March due to the coronavirus pandemic. As the state slowly begins to reopen, Armando, along with thousands of business owners, are looking to state leaders for guidance on how to safely reopen their facilities.
I've used a lot of my time to reach out to state representatives, right? From the state senators to the assembly people, just to elevate the conversation. Priority one in the state is obviously keeping us all safe, making sure that we stop the spread and everybody stays healthy. But priority 2 hasn't been childcare and education.
When stay-at-home orders are lifted and people can return to work, parents will need a safe place to send their children.
So there's a dedication to those families to want to get back too. They need us and we need them.
Santa Fe Daycare Center in New Providence, one of Armando's facilities, says it's tough to put a reopening protocol in place.
We have weekly conversations about what reopening would look like, not only from an enrollment perspective, but a protocol perspective, policies, procedures, guidelines, that kind of thing. The CDC came out in mid-May with some guidelines for child care centers. That was helpful to reference. Other states are open. Their departments of health have child care guidelines. So we've been using those to cobble together what we think is unique about each of our locations and how we can effectively reopen at the speed of safety.
But the state health department in New Jersey has yet to address the child care situation. As pressure is put on Governor Murphy, he responded to the demand at a press briefing this week.
You've got daycare, youth sports, summer camps, all of which are at a fever pitch in terms of putting together what we think are a responsible set of guidelines for folks. So please bear with us. We know there's a lot of demand for it. We're not sitting on our hands, I promise you, but we're not quite there yet.
Currently, Armando's daycares oversee 250 children with a staff of 50 teachers. And even though the doors are shut, he says the demand for child care is still there. But without guidance, there is not much that can be done.
The challenge I have is communicating to those families that, yes, we would like you to come, but we don't know what we're going to look like based on state mandates, based on those guidelines that we're trying to get.
Armando says his facilities will reopen at the speed of safety once given the green light. Some new protocols will include more outdoor time and contactless drop-off and pickup. But until they hear from the state, clear guidelines cannot be put into place. Reporting in Union County, Heather Fordham, New Jersey News Network.